put anything out there. Um, this episode gonna come out within a month, so recommend promote yourself if you got anything upcoming, any projects, any release, etc.
All right, bet. I
Uh,
appreciate the opportunity, man.
no problem. I'm gonna start off with the intro, then I'm gonna have you introduce yourself. You ready?
All right, bet.
Hello, lads and gents. This is your man over Mustang, and you're tuning in to Aura-Genz, your friendly local hub podcast show. Today we got an electrifying interview lineup that's going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into the world of music, culture, and creativity. With guest was about to drop some serious wisdom, so get ready to vibe with us because we're about to bring the heat. Celebrate underground artists and the power of music. Stay tuned. It's about to get real. Go ahead.
How y'all doing? My name is Joshua Gayden. I like to call myself a little underground rapper. I've been making music since I was 11. Uh, Low key, I just like making music, like getting my words out there so people can hear them and maybe learn something or something from them. So I don't know. I just like
Shout out.
sharing my thoughts.
Shout out to you. And tell us a bit about yourself.
So
What
yeah,
started this journey?
low key, I just one day I used to always listen to my favorite artists. Like I used to listen to a lot of Kendrick, a lot of Cole. I always took inspiration from them, and I was going through some stuff in my past life when I was younger. So I just wanted to start making music and getting my thoughts out there. So I started when I was around 11. Me and my brother, he produced it, so we start making songs together, and then I start branching out to my own little style. So been like that ever since, and I just been evolving ever since then. So
Shout out to you.
yep.
And when it comes to how can I put it? Your music, how will you describe it?
Well, whenever I describe my music, I like to say it's like I don't know, it's almost like a diary, because like when I make a song, I'm pulling from stuff that I actually like go through and live. So I let people into that world and let them hear basically how I perceive the world around me, and I try to express that in a way when I make a song. I try to like show people it without exactly telling them. So I try to find stuff that I feel like would be relatable with nowadays generation, whether that's in like dating or just like working towards a goal that you have in mind. I try to like put that into a song that I'm making. And like nowadays I don't even write them. I like okay just freestyle them all. So a lot of the time that stuff is right off the top of my head. So I think it gives it a good sound, a nice groove. So that's always what I've been on when it comes to making music.
Shout out to you.
Yep.
And and you've been active for how long? Oh shit. You've been active for how long?
Well, TikTok wise, over the last year or so, maybe two at most, but making songs in general, like I started posting on SoundCloud around like 2017ish, 2018ish. So
Mm.
I've been making and releasing songs since around then, I would say, yeah.
So remind me of your skills. So we know you as an artist. Is there anything else? Are you a producer? Play your instruments?
So I can't get on and say I play guitar. No, I know a little bit of guitar. I do play the piano a bit. Um, in terms of the music capabilities, I will say I don't make the beats. I do. I just like any other normal artist. I find a beat I like and see if I can add into it with vocals. But I do occasionally make my own in terms of the production end. But that's not where I think I shine when it comes to making music. So a lot of the time I get a
Mm.
beat from somebody, say on YouTube or even my brothers, because both of them make beats. So sometimes they put me on and let me hop on one of their tracks. But now when it comes to capabilities, I like to say I like to do a little bit of everything. Like I like to do vocals. Video wise, I really like doing videos. That's actually something I've been doing a lot of recently. That really started this year. And the art wise, I actually make all the covers and everything for the songs that I put out. Because I'm very good at, I like to say, drawing.
Mm. So by video, are we talking about music video, film?
Yeah, I make music videos for a lot of my songs. I actually got two on the way for two of my past songs that I made.
Wait, wait, wait. So when I said send me your stuff, you didn't send me none of that?
The
You got a whole
songs?
album? The music video.
Nah, I didn't send you the music video yet. It's not done yet.
Oh, it's not done. Okay. Oh, I thought you were saying that as like you already got some stuff. I was like, I asked this guy to send me his stuff. Uh, okay. So you also, and is this interest only within your music or with amongst your friends? Or are you open to doing that for like artists, or is this going to be like some service? How far are you willing to dive into that?
Well, I say realistically, it depends on like the people listening to it. Like for me, it's like I make music and I don't necessarily, how should I put this? It's like I do like when people listen to it, but that's not why I make the music. Like if
Mm,
nobody was to listen to my music, I'll be a-okay with that. Because at the end of the day, I'll do it because I just like making the songs, and I do take pride in if people like them or not. But I say all
hmm.
my friends do support me, and my pops, my family, they all do support me too. So um, yeah, honestly, I would be down to do collabs with people too. Recently, I actually been doing collabs with this one girl up in Canada. I mean, so
Okay, shout out to you. And the question I was asking was around filming.
hmm
How far is your interest, with that? Will that be a service that you willing to offer for people to, pay for? Or is this only within your music, your circle? How
oh,
far? Yeah.
so yeah, with filming, yeah, I'll definitely be down to help people film videos. I actually get asked by my friends all the time to like help them shoot certain stuff for their songs and everything because a lot of them make their own
Mm.
music as well. So I am willing to go out, extend my skills to them as well. So
And will this, and what I'm also trying to ask, like, will you also dive into like having a service where people can pay for this? Like to be able to pay you to do their videos. Like, would that be something you'd be interested in, or
honestly, I never gave it much thought before you asked. Like, truth be told, yeah, I could do that. I say you giving me ideas.
hey, I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman. I'm already hearing that one you offer, even though you dabble into like playing instruments, you dabble into a bit of the production behind, the music.
Yeah,
You do your own music. You're doing film. So already you're bringing in a lot of, how can I put it? You're bringing in a lot of useful traits that people are willing to pay for. And people typically pay a lot of money for one of those services. So
that's true.
the
That's
fact
true.
that you got, a gauntlet full of like useful traits, yeah, I can definitely see that.
I
People
appreciate
being invested, especially it's one thing for somebody to be interested in film and they don't make music. It's another thing for someone to be interested in music and to do film. You see what I'm saying?
it. I do see what
So,
you're saying. Yeah. No, I
so
definitely
you
get
are,
that though.
hmm so you're already offering a unique perspective. I'm pretty sure that artists could appreciate. Or maybe I haven't seen your music video, but just thinking of the idea, like, I'm pretty sure it'd be a different perspective from somebody that just doing film music videos and they don't make music compared to somebody that make music and to do film. You think?
That's true. That's true. That's true. Like yeah, like when I go into the videos, I try to like I don't know, I try to picture like what could fit with the song in mind or like whatever concept you trying to make. Like I try to see like how we can get the best result out of what this music is bringing. So I don't know. I always like the directorial aspect of making videos. So nah, yeah, that definitely sounds like something I would consider in the future, like helping people with their own videos and maybe making that into a business. Because nah, yeah, you ain't wrong. I'm sleeping on a gold mine right there, possibly. So
That's who we are. The one thing that I gotta remind, especially entertainers, to run a nation, you need entertainment. Ain't nobody gonna try to defend a country if it's boring shit.
That's mad true, bro. Nobody want to stay in
So
no boring ass country.
yeah, so y'all are definitely needed. Um, and right now this is the era of independence. There's so many people. Artists used to be, how can I put it, a rare thing to come across. You know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Only because like we didn't really have a platform. I said the underground used to be a thing, but you had to go there. But it was rare for us to come across an artist, let alone a talented artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But now this is so frequent that is actually, it can be beneficial to everybody. Everybody's already working to be independent. So automatically there's a door potentially for me to get in there. So the fact that you're an artist already gets you in the door.
Mad
And
true, mad true.
the fact that, you're doing music videos, that already gets you in the door. Um, so when it comes to your music, what you got planned for the rest of this year?
For the rest of this year, I actually got a little release I'm planning on Halloween, and then
Mm,
throughout the rest of the year, I think I'm just gonna do like little solo drops or single drops. Like me as like I'm a smaller artist, so for me it's more so about gaining a crowd to listen more so than like making the biggest release possible. Because I do want to make an album, and I've always been saying that over the last 1, 2, 3 years that I'm gonna publish an album and release it. But with the songs I make, I want people to actually listen. So basically, the plan is to just release a song there, release a song there, and then hopefully at the end of that, I got a completed album out on streaming. So with that said,
no,
that's gonna probably be what I'm heading into, closing 2024 into 2025, just releasing those songs as I finish up the mixing or whatever I gotta finish in all of them, because I make a lot of songs, so it's a matter of me
mm,
getting them all collected, gathered up, and finishing that sound and making it sound. I don't know. I'm very pessimistic when it comes to my songs, so I try to hone in on everything that I listen to and make sure I get the best sound to whoever listening at the point.
that's understandable. And all right, two things that I'm curious about from what you brought up. One, when it comes to your music, how do you balance that?
When you say balance, are you talking about like
You being, what's the word you use? Pessimistic?
pessimistic? Oh, okay. So, like I said earlier, I like to freestyle with my songs. Sometimes, like, that freestyle is like good from start to finish. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. But then I bring some of my boys in, I let them listen to it. Like, how you liking this? And they're like, oh, that's good, but I recommend this for that part. Or, oh, that's good, I recommend that. I try to take in all that advice so I can make a song that maybe can appeal to somebody's ears that maybe won't listen to hip hop as much for whatever reason, that they just don't like the sound of it, or they don't like the messages that it brings sometimes. Or a lot of time I'm just trying to
Smart.
make a song where I feel like everybody could listen to it, but I'm also proud of what I made. Like I sit there for like an hour just trying to make one sound correct if I'm not fine with how it sounds. So I say a lot of these songs, the actual recording part doesn't take all that long. It's more so me in the background trying to figure out, oh, this part need an ad lib, or this part needs to be brought up a little bit. So it's just me finding what I like in a song to my ear, and then gathering results from the people in my squad letting me know like, oh, that don't sound right, or no, that's a banger right there, which I've been getting a lot recently this year. So
Congratulations.
I
I think it's
appreciate
well deserved from the sample that you sent me. And before I even go any farther, I'm curious, how many do you have any songs out at the moment?
out. Yeah, I got five, six songs. Got a few out.
That's on like a what platform?
They should be on everything because I released through DistroKid. So
And you did send me your link.
you know what? You ain't wrong. I had to send it to you after something. But yeah, I got a few songs out there. Actually, one of
You
those
trying to hide
songs
your
is
music from me?
what you say?
I said you trying to hide your music from me?
No, I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding. Trust me. Trust me.
Okay.
Nah. Like low key
Okay, what you said?
with those songs, one of them actually is one of the ones I'm making a video for right now. So not that I'm
Mm,
hiding it. I'm gonna release the video and then see how it go from there. Cause I know sometimes that
okay.
video help boost like the words that you saying. I don't know how to describe it.
Mm. No,
So
that's understandable. Uh, so is that like information that you trying to, keep secret in a lockbox, or, are you willing to reveal which song?
I'll reveal which song. Let me anyway I can send it to you right now.
Uh, what the full song or the music video?
I send you the link to the song.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you'd be able to send it to my DMs.
Alright, but I send you
Uh,
that link.
on TikTok. Um, let me see. Wait, and that's the link that you sent me to. That's the song that's gonna have a music video.
Yep. I'm actually so I stay out in the Illinois area, so I'm trying to add some more clips to the video. So the video ain't done yet, but that song been done
Okay.
for a minute. Uh, I made that song a few months back, and that was a one take. Yeah, that was a good song to make, honestly. So
Okay. All right, bet. So since I haven't created your promo yet, uh, you know, just to help you out, do you want to use that within your promo?
yeah, I say you can.
Okay. All right, bet. Um, whenever you're ready, send it to me, and I will make a promo for you.
All right, but
Um, bringing this back to your music. So remind me of your skill sets again. So
so yeah,
you do a bit of video film,
video,
artist.
film. I'm an artist. I do digital art, and I can do a straight pencil. Everything in terms of like
Oh, you
just
do
putting pen to
digital art too.
paper. Yeah, I've been drawing my whole life. The drawing aspect, realistically, I just like to create things. I always, when I was younger, I just wanted to go into video game design. I wanted to be a game artist because I grew up with all those systems. Like I had every Nintendo console growing up, every like PlayStation console, the 360.
What
Like,
and shout out to that. I won't dive into that. But what animation are we talking about here? 2D or
oh yeah,
3D?
2D animation. I've always focused on 2D animation because
Okay.
I'm not gonna cap my nerd. I grew up with like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was my
Okay.
show back in the day.
Respect.
Naruto. Like those are shows I
Respect.
grew up with. So like when it
Wait,
comes to
how old are you?
animation. What was that?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, you're 23. All right.
Yep.
Uh, okay. So you came in the last good years of entertainment.
Yep.
Uh, okay. I'm 27.
Okay.
Um, so I was there to start off I think Cartoon Network started around like 1997,
Oh, okay.
or it might have been like 1990.
Y'all had all the
Uh,
good shows back then.
yeah. So I was the startup of like, Adult Swim and all that shit. You came in when we already had, all the good shit. There was some good shit that was coming out, but I would say the last year was probably 2010.
Yep.
For at least for me, that's when like Cartoon Network died. But yeah. Okay. So you was able to see some of the glory days when we had, OG T Titans, when we had, shows like Inuyasha.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm more of a Digimon
Yep.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to I like the appeal of Pokemon, but it just when it comes to the battle and shit, I think Digimon always did it better,
It
especially with the
did.
transformation.
Yep. No, yeah, I'm definitely agreeing with you. Like, I don't know. I grew up with Pokemon. I loved it for my entire life, but Nah, yeah, when it came to like how that show showed the battles and everything, Digimon battles has you like, dang, who about to win this? Like they definitely like scuffles, and compared to those Pokemon, like, Pikachu attack him. Nah, yeah, definitely.
And yeah, go ahead, finish. My
They,
bad.
no, you good. They like the battles. They just lack some impact when it comes to the
Hmm.
Pokemon ones. But them Digimon battles, that's like low key what I'm trying to do with one of my videos. It's inspired by Dragon Ball, so
Okay.
I'm gonna have to keep that in mind.
Right.
Actually, yeah,
Right. So now I'm hearing that you're an animator too, motherfucker. You know how desirable you are.
man, I do
But
appreciate it.
the reason why I'm saying this because like if you are looking one now that you got connected with me, the way how I go about it, if you ever check out my platform, uh the whole idea of creating this platform is basically like, I'm not sure you watched the Avatar: The Last Airbender,
I
but
have,
you know that Forbidden Library?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were creating, but that library is full of talents. So they get to see your audio. Now we working on towards having we're going to have another platform for y'all, especially for like artists, animators, visual, all around entertainment. We're going to have a specific platform where y'all can dedicate and showcase your work as well
I
on,
appreciate
on
what
our
you do for
platform.
the entertainment like community as a whole, like especially for like lower like people who don't really have like the popular backing around them. Like you
Mm,
helping them with a platform that they can show off what they creating to the world. Like we need more people like that. So I do appreciate you there.
much love. And I appreciate y'all for trusting me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't
Yeah.
know my identity and y'all trust me with y'all music. um, but I appreciate y'all because like scammers going up lately. And
You're
this
not wrong.
the one thing to an entertainer or anybody that trying to be an entrepreneur, y'all kryptonite is scammers.
You ain't wrong, man. Like I some stuff happened to me recently like that. So
Man,
yeah.
no, I had a guest on here. He was scammed out of like 3K, 5K, some shit like that.
That's crazy.
I was like, damn,
Nobody got my
damn.
money yet, but definitely I've seen some like some pettiness
Mm,
the further I get in this music stuff. So I'm hoping
the,
and
mm,
I can watch where I'm like putting these songs or like who I'm talking to because a lot of these people I don't know. Sometimes they
now,
untrustworthy. I tend to be a very trusting person. So
now, when you get to a certain point, like when your name is starting to get searched and everything, make
mhm.
sure you secure all your platforms because when you get a certain amount of traction with your name, basically, if anybody's searching your name on any social platform, it's going to collect world data. That's when Google is going to create your own category. Once that happens, you're going to have people really going to be tuning in to your platform, like even creating a page dedicated to see how active you post, to see your view counts, to see your engagements.
All right, bet.
When you get to that point where your name can be Googled, start searching your name here and there just to see, what websites is being created and everything. Because like these websites is really going to be keeping track of what you do. Like they even tell people how active you post. Or you can look forward to this artist to be, active 2 times a year. Like
That
they
ass,
were
yeah.
really, yeah. And then the funny part is they will offer service where people can pay to like to really dive into your data. Like what is your audience like? You know, really dive into like the really juicy details which is really weird, but to give you some game, yeah, when you get to that point, you're gonna have to really start protecting your platform, your image because of these scammers. Like it's really easy for them to just pay to collect data on you, and almost every platform is selling data at this point.
Yeah, that's crazy.
hmm So make sure you protect your platform. Make sure you got that shit locked down that nobody can just straight up hack your shit, change
Yeah,
your
that
background.
ass.
Cause yeah. mm,
Nah,
um
especially with nowadays, I have been seeing that recently, so I do appreciate that advice.
mm, Yeah, I've been seeing oh, another thing too, if you're gonna be on any other platform, make sure that you put your name there first. Because like I said, when you get to a circle, you're gonna have other motherfuckers that want to dip ride your success, so they can create your first account on another platform, so they can take advantage. And now you gotta put a number behind your name.
Yeah, I seen that, man.
mm. So yeah, this let's stay update on that. But checking out the three songs that you sent me, um, one of them really stand out to me. Betray. Uh, that's my favorite out of the three. Uh,
I like
the
that.
the
I
short,
appreciate that.
no problem. That song that got, I actually expect that to be played in a club or on the radio. I actually think that's a solid song. Oh shit.
I actually with that song, I actually posted a video on TikTok for it a long time ago. But so with my songs, sometimes I do remixes of like what was that song? Family Matters by Drake. I did a remix of that. And I posted it. It got 12K views. They muted it though, so I had to take it down. Same thing happened with Betrayed,
Mm,
so I had to take that one down too. And my friend was saying that was my best song of this whole year, so I do actually
mm.
appreciate that. So I'm gonna release that one pretty soon. I just gotta hone in on some extra stuff on it. So I'll do a that. I'm glad that that one stuck out.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I think you got, I think you got good potential, especially hearing your skill sets. Even I like the fact that you in here for the creativity, and that's something that we don't really get to see, especially like mainstream, like artists just encourage other artists to be in that creative bag.
Yep.
So I'm supporting you just not just because you got potential, but also for the character that you are. You in here on the creative shit. You really enjoy it, and your main focus is not, the fame and all that shit at first.
Nah.
Um,
Yeah.
so when it comes to that, I do support the measure that you are pushing on, like, just being your creative bag. Um, and you're just in here for the love of it. So I
Yeah.
respect that. But I really saw the amount of passion and shit you put in that song. Um, I would say I would definitely add it to my playlist.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Like that's actually nice, man. Like low key, with these songs back in the day, like when I used to make them, like I got like private snaps with like all my close people up in it, and I like always posting like little demos of each song, like to gauge whether or not people like them, and like especially earlier on. Now I won't say it happens as much now because people, I don't know if I improved or people are just starting to actually listen to like what I'm saying in each song. I think it's a little bit of both, but for a long time I actually wondered if people was like actually like taking in what I was saying, or like at the end of the day, did I leave an impact from what the words that I said? Like even more so than like, oh, it's a good song. More so like, did you take anything from that? So no, I do
Hmm.
appreciate that one standing out in particular because I put a lot of time and effort into that one.
Hmm. Which is understandable. I mean, right now you create your own, you create your own journey with your creativity,
Yeah.
your own catalog, right?
Mhm.
So both could be true, or even more, right?
Yeah.
You don't. The whole point of creating a catalog is you creating different possibilities where people can connect to. And this is only talking about you as an artist. People haven't gotten to connect to you as a video film director. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Music director. Nobody has, got to connect to you on the side of, you being an animator. So you already, just by you being your creative path,
Dead ass.
uh,
Yeah.
you
Hmm.
open up these different conversation where it can bring, people closer to you from different perspectives. They're like, all right, I didn't particularly like this song, but the music video had me more entertained. And,
Yep.
so these different factors, uh, of these different, you know, what do I call it? uh, I lost my train of thought now. But what I'm basically trying to say is, just by you being on your building your catalog, you constantly open up conversations with each of your creativity. So in the long run, you're gonna get your answers. But
I'm expecting
I'm
them.
curious,
I'm hoping.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm also curious, when it comes to your listeners, are you getting some stats? Are you paying to it? Pay attention to it?
It's weird. I don't I don't pay attention to it as much as I say I like to. Like I post a song and truth be told, I go on with my day. I might check on in to see like viewership every once in a while, but for the most part, nah. Like I post a song
For
and
stats,
yeah.
I'm referring to like, locations, areas. Do you know where your listeners coming from?
You know it's weird? Yeah, I was looking at a song I actually released on Spotify and most of my listeners from that song come from Mexico actually. So I was like,
Hey,
yeah, some people
so
jamming my
now,
shit in Mexico, yeah.
you got a chance for a global audience.
Yeah. That's what it
So
seemed
my
like. Yeah.
question is, are you interested to sign to a label?
That's the big question. So labels. It's so weird because like I definitely would be interested to like get my name further established in the entertainment world. That's something that's definitely interesting to me. In terms of labels though, it's weird because I always hear like so and so much about this label or that label about like how like the artists don't get the rights to their songs and stuff like that. For me, I honestly for something like put that much creative energy into it, I would hate to like not have like ownership of what I feel like I took time to create. So with a label, it's like most definitely like I do see like what they would bring to the table if I was to sign to a label or like at least like have somebody co-sign me, but I don't want to be basically an instrument in whatever they trying to bring to the entertainment world. Like I want to get my name out there, but I just want it done the right way. I don't know how to explain it like that.
So, and what and how far are you willing to dive into entertainment, seeing that you got, your hands dabble into little bits of different fields?
Honestly, like I was saying earlier, me personally, I want to go into hopefully use this to jump into video games. I do want to do that. Like I want to make something that I've always told my family this and like people I know. Like I want to make like a video game album. That's always been like what I wanted to do.
Hmm,
But for
for
me to
sure.
do that, I would have to like really settle down on some like Kanye, go to like Japan and just like straight
Hmm.
up just isolate myself for a while. So like no, it's a lot of stuff I hope the music stuff like lets me do further down the line. Like that will always be something I want to do, just like make a experience where somebody can listen to these songs and with them playing something, I feel like they might be able to connect that more within themselves. And with the music videos, I try to focus on certain things sometimes that hope people like connect with it. Like a lot of people have said they liked my imagery because they have been in similar scenarios in terms of like some of the music videos I made in the past. So honestly, I
Oh,
just
so you
hope
do got some music videos out.
I do got
See,
some. They all on TikTok
see,
though. I don't got no like
he been withholding information since the beginning of this interview.
yeah. Honestly, man, I say like I don't try to hide it. It's just I'm
I mean, you could have fooled me. You could have fooled me. Well, But all jokes aside, no, I hear you. No, so the reason why I was asking you that, because I actually have some interesting connections,
Hmm.
which one, just by being an artist, that already gets you in the door with connecting to upcoming indie, gaming developers,
Yeah,
you know, already, because your music could be potentially a soundtrack.
yeah,
So they already get you in the door. If it's not that, then films.
yep,
So either way, it could get you in the door somewhere,
yeah.
beyond just music. Um, but I have some interesting connections that you might find um, good on your end. I'll leave that up to you if you want to connect with them.
Oh no,
Uh,
definitely.
our first our first connection, shout out to One Nation, a manga comic book, black owned, uh, US based. Uh, is gonna be he created his own manga. It's surrounded by like black characters and stuff, fighting like monsters and stuff. And he's really inspired by Japanese culture, so like anime and stuff like that.
What you say his name was?
One Nation.
One Nation. I feel I'm a nerd, so like I watch a lot of YouTube channels. That name sounds so familiar.
He promote himself often, or you might have seen his promo that I done um on TikTok. If you seen like the black characters with a bit of animation.
I have seen some black superheroes with animation recently. One Nation. I think I actually know what you're talking about.
Um, but yeah, but right now he got his first book out right now. Um, that you're able to go and buy off his website.
Oh yeah. No, that's
But
actually respect the hustle there.
yeah, if you was interested to connect with someone within that field that is an author, within manga, stuff like that, um, I can get you connected.
Yeah, definitely I'll send you some of my music videos and stuff, and yeah, I definitely we can go and talk about that because that's definitely a dream of mine. So it'd be nice to work with some
Okay.
fellow creators in terms, especially somebody inspired by Japanese culture too. Because I will say I take a lot of inspiration in my own works from everything done in Japan, whether that's the gaming side or the animation side. So,
All right. For our second collaboration, we have a 2D animator also on our side as
hmm.
well. His animation is kind of, how can I put it? It's really, to me, look like it's inspired by Toonami style animation.
Hmm.
It got a bit like that gore, that grit to his style of like animation.
Yeah.
Uh, but if you find it interesting to connect with somebody that's also a 2D animator, also doing their own style animation, I can get you connected as
Say less. Say less. No, yeah. That definitely helped me. I tell you.
well. Okay. But our third collaboration. Shout out to Jet Production. They make short action films. They're looking to collaborate with artists to not only use your music as soundtracks, but help in creating an action music video as well.
Oh wow. So like they make you said action videos?
They make short action films.
I bet. So no, like again, it's all hinges around the fact that like Loki, I grew up with like just like fighting animes and stuff. Like for some of like the videos I want to make, and a lot of this stem from me being relatively inexperienced when it comes to like I said, I know how to make videos and I know how to make animation, but when it comes to 3D animation or like VFX in terms of like making cool action scenes, that's always what I wanted to do for a lot of my videos. Just never
Okay.
had the like tools to do it. So nah, that'd
Okay.
definitely be a cool collaboration right there.
That's what our platform is for. Uh, for y'all to connect, um, and build. amongst each other. Um, so if you ever check out the platform right now, we have about 180 talents that could be potential, useful connections or somebody that you would like to network. And you see that with my older work, before Spotify made changes to the platform. We was able to share your music from Spotify. So not
Oh
only
well.
they got the interview, they also got the chance to explore your music. And I used to create like a personal playlist for each artist. So we use your music and I would share previous artists that I work with, um, music as well. That I would think that would be an interesting collaboration between y'all. So you
Okay.
get to experience, the interview and the music, um, for some of the artists far earlier interviews.
Yeah, it helps you like build character, and then you get to listen to their songs after. So yeah, I see
hmm
the labor right there. No, that's actually pretty cool. I'm surprised Spotify got rid of that.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
Uh, Apparently, when you become corporal, you make dumb
Nah,
decisions.
you ain't wrong. Definitely. That's
So
an understatement.
this is so this is where we're going to make the right decisions. So those that subscribe to our platform, like I said, $10 a month, you're going to get some benefits. We're going to dedicate a platform specifically for y'all, to post y'all work. So if you would like to have a platform to showcase your music, we're gonna have that for you, and then also give you a platform to advertise yourself as well. So if you would like to create an ad, like, hey, I'm looking to collaborate with some producers because of such and such, or I'm working on this project, or you just want to have a platform to announce your newest release. It's your ad to advertise yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we would have that posted on multiple platforms for you.
Bet. No, yeah, that definitely would help me out. So I'm gonna definitely like take your word on that. Definitely be
Okay,
in contact with you after the podcast.
okay, I bet. And we actually got a project. Um, so we creating our own. Uh, it's just funny enough that you're interested to create soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
We actually dedicating creating a hub for people to come together uh to create music around themes and challenges.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, this first project is going to be mixing horror with Valentine's.
Oh, okay. So
So,
like a
uh,
scary Valentine type of song type of.
mm,
Okay. Okay.
so, so that's our first project. But we're going to start creating a hub where, artists, entertainers can just come together and basically bring that underground feel back where we just come together, create shit and just put it out there. Um, so, we create our own soundtracks around themes and challenges. Uh, for, just for the vibe for people to tune in and listen to, just to make music. So if you're interested in that, I'll tell you more.
No, yeah, definitely. Like I've even made horror songs in the past, so
Nice. I'm definitely. Yeah, why I didn't get, the opportunity to see that?
I have to send it, man. That some of my songs. Here's the thing. Like I said, I was a pessimist earlier. As I evolve in my like musical capabilities, some of my older songs, I feel like every artist will probably say this. Some of their older songs start not jiving with them as well. Like it's almost like, oh, I know I could do better than that at this point. That's how a lot of my older songs sound to me as I like get better. It makes the ones where I don't look at them as much like that shine, but then it makes the ones where I feel like, oh, I didn't hone in on that as well. It
I
makes it
feel it.
really like stick out to me as jarring in a place like this doesn't fit amongst the better discography that I've been making recently.
I feel it. But don't forget, if our legends would have been like that, we wouldn't have got a lot of classics that we have now.
That's true.
So don't forget, you know, let the art speak for itself. If that's what the time period, we only get to experience each time period,
That's
of your
not true.
creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't let it go to waste.
You're
You know
not
what I'm saying?
wrong. Like
Yeah.
I say, my like SoundCloud is almost like a time capsule because some of the stuff I was saying back then, like very similar in terms of like what I was thinking, but nah, some of the stuff at least. It's like if I made a song nowadays, I probably wouldn't say it in the
Mhm.
way I said it. So like, no, you're not wrong.
So, you know, just keep that as a thought. You know,
Mm.
if it's going to be or even I would say like that could be an excuse to start a Patreon.
Yeah,
Let that be some exclusive content. Like if you're not feeling confident about it, but at least I would say it deserves to be seen. Your core fans is going to eat that up.
that's
It's the
mad
same
true.
thing with Dragon Ball Z. They've been giving y'all the same goddamn content
You ain't wrong.
for the
They so
past.
have.
Yeah. So, you know, just keep that in mind. For your core fans, that might be something they appreciate. Like, oh, we're just getting some new shit. I'm just, seeing what he exploring at this point. But to whoever you're trying to appeal to have that, perfect catalog or whatever,
Hmm.
that you can separate where you could keep, both people happy. People that want more content and don't care about it being, it gotta be a number one every time.
Hmm.
Uh, you could have a platform specifically for them to, say dedicated to get that while, you're a professional building up your catalog or whatever. You can have that, you know what I'm saying? Separate.
You know, it's kind of interesting you say that because like I said, I got like private stories with a lot of my like closer circle, and a lot of them like my music, and I got like Google Drive set up with all like my old releases, like the ones I didn't put on streaming that I just let them listen to whenever they like. So, nah, yeah, that's definitely an opportunity I could be missing out on there, right?
Am I getting pranked?
You're not getting pranked. I promise you. I make so many songs that sometimes like
You sent me three. I was like, oh, well, he is a new artist. I guess I shouldn't expect, more than three. But I was like, this motherfucker already got music out. And I'm starting to think, why would he send me the audio file if he had, okay. And
I
then I
say
find out all this other shit.
all the songs I sent you, I haven't released none of those ones. All those
Okay.
songs are basically one, they just not finished, or two, I just didn't release them.
Okay. Now, much love. I appreciate it. But I would definitely say it got me interested, to explore that world.
Yeah,
And I would definitely say, right now, and I understand from an artist and, aspect of, you want to, give your best in every album.
yeah,
But some of the classics is never the artist's favorite.
that's
Well,
true.
actually, majority of the time, the classics is never the artist's favorite.
Yeah,
Um,
Juice did not like Lucid Dreams. I've seen him go on record to say that. Like he did not rock with
I can
Lucid Dreams.
understand.
Hmm.
I can understand it because that definitely was my least favorite as well. Uh, but when it comes to like other music of Juice, like I ended up becoming like a fan when he did that album. I forgot what it's called, like something you die, race to you die or some shit.
Death
What's this?
Race for Love.
Yeah, Death Race for Love. Yeah, that's when I became started listening to his music. I had a couple songs on there. I was just having on repeat.
Oh yeah, he used to make
Um,
bangers.
mhm. Or even now, like going back to like some of the songs that I wasn't a fan of, like the collab music that he did with like Future. A lot of the songs I wasn't a fan of, but now going back to it, I'm just like, oh shit, I rock with this.
Yeah.
Why did not, So that's what happens when we grow, with your creativity. Some
Hmm.
of us not going to appreciate it at the moment, but if it's there for us to go back and listen to it one day, or maybe you have to be experiencing that. Sometimes we don't have the same experience.
Hmm.
So maybe the reason why people don't connect to your music early is because they haven't had that experience. But if you leave it there, be like, damn, I never dealt with no, uh, uh, just to keep it simple, like, dealing with like a stepchild or, relationship problems or whatever the fuck. I had to go
Hmm.
through that first. And then when I go to listen to you shit, it just happened to connect like, oh shit, he was talking
Yep.
about this. I thought he
Hmm.
was just bitching.
Yeah. No, man, true.
That
No,
shit tough. Um, so uh, just by you exploring your creativity, even when people can't connect to it at first, or it might not be people think at the moment, but if it's there for people to go back to, it could change. From 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and that's how we get classics because people went back and really appreciate your music. Like, wait, that song that I was bumping to all the time, it's not my favorite anymore. I I got to switch to this one.
no, yeah.
Or people just diving into like, oh, this song made me really feel good. I played this at the party. It's my favorite. So everybody's going to have their different opinion, but your catalog is going to start up that conversation for different conversations. They're going to spark that just by going to your catalog.
Man,
People are
true,
going to be
man, true.
judging for lyrics. People are going to be judging for visuals. People are going to be judging. So since they all going to have different opinions, let your catalog speak for that shit.
No, yeah.
Don't try to let one song or one project speak for all that.
No,
That's sometimes where people get lost.
that's mad true. Like, no, I do agree with that. Low key. That's why I'm like, I remember I had this producer that I talked to for the longest time, and as I evolved, he started noticing how I was starting to take more time in my songs. And with that said, he told me how he like appreciated that fact. So now when it comes to like building that catalog and like letting certain songs just sit and resonate, no, I do agree with that. Like it's been points where like I looked at a song and like, damn, I'm not really jiving with this one as well, but I come back to it in the future. I'm like, nah, this was a valid song to make. So nah, yeah, I do agree with you on that.
I would say as long as they don't get to the point where you sit on it too long and then you just like I don't even have the drive to go back to. Because some people when they let a song sit for too long, it doesn't get published at all, and then
Mhm.
we don't even get to see it, and we might fuck with it, we might like it,
Yep.
you
Mhm.
know, shit, back in the golden day, we live in an era where people was excited for mixtapes.
Yep. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what the audience you want to build. If you want to build up a audience that expect perfection out of each project out of you, then you know you have to set that in place to build that type of audience. If you want to have an audience that's open to your creativity, you to explore shit,
Mhm.
set that foundation. So whatever you're striving for, just make sure that you build your audience for that.
Nah, you ain't wrong. I'm low key still waiting on that Kendrick Cole collab album. Actually, when that
You think me? Listen, I wanted that shit too. Is it looking like? I mean, shit. Everything's still possible. I
you never
guess
know, yeah.
people, they're core base fans. Kendrick and Drake been waiting 12 years for it finally to go down. I know one side is happy, and I know the other side is trying to, seem unbothered. Um, but uh, yeah, to get that, yeah, that would definitely be dope. I would root for it. I would
Nah,
definitely root.
good music right there. That's all it would be.
Hmm. Yeah, TDE and a Dreamville collab. That would be dope.
Nah, yeah. They slacking. They slacking. That's all I gotta say.
But when it comes to talent, what talent are you looking for to collaborate with? Right now you can speak it out to the world. YouTube reactors, sponsors, you name it.
When it comes to talent, like I would say, like with me, I'm always looking back to like Kendrick. Like with Kendrick, he liked to make like story albums. So like I'll send you some songs after this so I can show you what I mean. But like I always try to like tell a story in a lot of my songs. The ones where I sit down and like really hone in on the production end of things. Like say I want to really drive this line closer. So like I say a certain line, but I have somebody else record it from me. Like say like it's supposed to be from a woman's perspective. I have her record it from me just to make it sound a little bit more closer to home. So in terms of like collabs in that type of area, I'll like be just looking for some people I feel like could bring something interesting to my songs, whether that's uh some of these good female vocalists. Like a lot of them, like I feel like would fit real well on specific parts. I'm like, oh, this is to bring them the message. Like I always wanted to make like a song like where me and her are like arguing back and forth, but we both almost like a melody type of song. Well, like I
Mm.
forget what song Kendrick made a while back, but something like that. It's just like I guess a lot of female vocalists definitely. I need some of them from my songs. I
Okay.
want to like bring that forward. Uh, Definitely need some more connects when it comes to the like the beats I use. People always say they like my beats, but I, I do think like I remember I seen Dr. Dre say this. Like he was like he feel like a lot of artists should find a producer and make like they project based solely around that producer to like make a complete sound almost like
Mm.
something like that. Like just people who would be dedicated to making like a certain project the best it can be made, or like people even in terms of like other rappers or other singers, not even just female vocalists. Um, Anybody who feel like they would be able to bring something relatable to the songs that I make. I feel like that would be cool because I'm always looking for that. Like that's all. Like especially this last year. I say this last year for me has been like my best year music wise in terms of what I've been doing. I'm still relatively new to all like the connections and everything, but I've been getting connected with other rappers just around my neighborhood, and I feel like that's cool. I would want to bring in other like people who share the same creative passion as me. So just even on the art aspect of things, people will be down to I'll make this album cover. Oh, I could send it to them and they be like, okay, you should change this, that, or even add their own creative inspiration to it. So like just like more people to like help me with everything that I'm doing, if not collab and get their own uh how do you say their own like I don't know what I'm trying to word, but just for them to jump off a platform with me. Like they can
Mm.
we both can basically get our own name based off of this song that we made. So not even
So
just for
you're
me,
interested
I'd
to
be
build a community?
yeah, build a community with people who really love the craft, who really just love making songs. Cause at the end of the day, I do this just because I love to do it. So it'd be cool to
Okay.
be working with people who share that same like energy about it, that same passion to do it.
Okay. Shout out to you. Yeah, I think you're definitely fine. And are you are you mostly looking for local uh talents, or are you open to working with people that's not close to you?
No, yeah, I'd be down to work with anybody as long as like say if people are not close to me, like the one girl I was working with, she was from Canada or
Oh
Canada.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
from
you did
Canada.
mention that. Yeah.
But
Okay.
no, yeah, she was from Canada. Like so, and I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like the song we made together is real good. That one I really can't show off too much because I got some stuff going on with that one. But
Oh yeah, because I was about to say, I wish I could have judged. That'd have been
honestly,
nice on my part.
I'll send it to you. But the beat for that one, we still getting rights and everything for that.
No,
So
that's fine. I'm in no rush. Uh, I can definitely wait. Um, but shout out to you that you are working on some project.
yeah.
You're open to working with other talents as well.
Mhm.
And my last question for you, when it comes to your music,
Mhm.
uh, what genre will you put it in?
That's a good question because I feel like sometimes I would classify it as like super like to the nose hip hop. When I say that, I mean like a lot of in my, especially in my youthful like rapping years, like I would aspire from like Kendrick Cole, Arrow Sweatshirt, Tyler, like all of like the people I grew up listening to where I really like these was the first rappers I sat there and listened to what they were saying and was like, oh, maybe I can make my own type of song like that. Like so those songs I would say are closer to like the more hip hop aspect where if I had to describe hip hop, you're really just trying to make a message and you doing it in like a very how I say like it's some grit to it. Like you can tell people putting their character into these songs. That's what I would say with my hip hop songs. But then I got singing
Okay.
songs or like something closer to like what they would call nowadays mumble rap. But truthfully, in those ones, like I would put those. They're still hip hop, but they also pull from other areas of music, more like pop, in terms of like how they showing off, like the Cash Cobain type of songs, like
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So almost like I would say for me, I do a little bit of I won't say everything, but I will say I do a lot of pop, hip hop, and I guess you can say R&B. Like the R&B
Those
songs are
are
few in between. I do make those though.
okay. Well, I can't judge. I can't, confirm that audience. Uh,
Yeah, I
but
lacked
what I
on you.
can
I gotta send
confirm,
you some more. So
but what I can confirm, I definitely see potential just to listen to Betray. Um, the other two I have to give it some more time to listening to. But Betray was just, off the rip, a favorite. I enjoyed that
I
one.
appreciate that.
And is there anything that they can look forward to? Well, you did say you was going to be releasing some more music going forward. You said some singles here and there.
Yeah, I think I do got one planned for Halloween. I think I'm releasing the next few days. Just making the cover art for it right now. But no, yeah, that song gonna be pretty good. I gotta put some more promotional material for it on my TikTok. So I just say stay tuned for that. But other than that, yeah, just look out for more songs throughout the rest of the year and starting next year. I think I'm just gonna start honing in and releasing all these tracks because even like my dad, he's in production. He says like he told me I got like 5 albums I'm just sitting on right now.
What
So
the fuck?
yeah, I make music a lot. Like can't lie.
Listen, either start a goddamn Patreon or one, do you do any behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes,
Yeah.
I do take videos of myself recording and everything.
Um, in the long run, if you save up, like even if we don't get the chance to see these music, if you at least put in your documentary, over your journey of your however active long, if you save up 5 years, any behind the scenes that we don't get to see, that's easily a merch.
Nope.
Uh, so if we ever don't get to fucking see these songs, I expect it to be on some exclusive shit like seeing behind the scenes, getting some music that wasn't released, such as these songs.
No.
So either you get those songs out there, or it's gonna be on that, your behind the scenes moment.
Honestly, yeah, no. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of both. I am gonna release my favorites and what my friends tell me they favorites out to the world. But then yeah, the other ones they might have to show up in like a docu at one point in the future because like I don't know. At this point, it's so many of these where it's like I made a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna finish them all, but I definitely want to put them out there because I think a lot of them, even the ones I don't necessarily want to finish, do got some like good aspects to them. So no, yeah, definitely, I'd definitely be down to do that.
Okay. And drop some fucking samples. You know, let it collect views. This
Yeah,
way you can, engage with your audience. Like, hey, if you get a certain amount of like engagement, it can stay up.
natural.
Um, you know, so even if you're not, fucking with it, you'd be like, change my mind. And then your fans are just like, you gotta change his mind. Tune in, turn that song up.
Deadass, you're not wrong. It's been times like
So,
that.
mm, so
Yeah,
like I said, I think you got potential, and I would definitely like to see where your music going forward, or even what collaboration would look like. You know, you collaborate with other artists, what sounds y'all gonna mix, what y'all gonna create out of that. Got me interested. Seeing, you diving more into your creativity, wherever that leads you to film or wherever you get your hands on to, like within gaming and stuff like that. I'm definitely be interested. I think you got a creative mind.
I do
Um,
appreciate
so
that.
no problem, no problem. Go ahead and shout out all your platforms. Shout out anybody that you want to put on, and then drop a song you want the audience to tune into out of your catalog.
So, with me, again, my name is Joshua Gayden. Like, you can find my songs on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music. Even got some videos on TikTok you can tune into and watch. I do have a song. It's called I Hope. That is on Spotify. It's on all streaming services. Get that one a listen. I did take a lot of time to make it. That video gonna come out pretty soon. Me and my brother. Uh, he helping me film it. We just gotta film some more shots for it. Then that video gonna be right out on the way. And yeah, I look forward to working with other collaborators in this entertainment industry whenever the chance brings me to it. So, yeah, I do appreciate
Shout
the
out,
opportunity to be on the podcast as well.
shout out